Okay, I want to see how this is going to affect Trump, the fact that he got laughed at the UN meeting. Mr. I've done the best administration ever in the history of the United States. Well, I didn't expect I was going to get that kind of a reaction. So let's look and see what we've got with Trump with that. Okay, and you're feeling like yeah, and feeling like immediately his reaction, and we've got the reaction here. He had a big reaction internally. It's got the tears going here, and this one, this card, the reaction is, tears, and it's like, like they're all surrounding him, making fun of him, that they're unclothed. It's like they're not hiding their reaction to it. They're not hiding behind anything. They're just point blank, we're out laughing at him. Yeah. So we'll see what is the outcome of that with Trump. Yeah, they were just out and out laughing at him. And he was like shocked. You could see he was embarrassed. All of a sudden hit him. They're not even trying to cover it up at all. They just out and out just... Because they know he's an absolute idiot. Okay? Absolute idiot. Yeah, and underneath of it all, we've got eyeballing the moon there, that he's seeing that, and it's one of his worst fears, one of his fears. So that's going to prey on him. Yeah, he's going to, maybe he's going to tone it down for a little bit because kind of laid him out. So this is kind of some of his past stuff coming back to haunt him. Okay. I'm trying to think who this is. Woman of strength that they've come out underneath. Let's see what else we've got coming here. Above it. They're coming out, these people are standing up for ethics and stuff. They're just his nonsense. And this is just, it's really going to, he's sitting there at night just going crazy, that they made him, whoever wrote that speech for him, or if he went off on his own, made him look like a fool, okay? And he cannot stand it. So let's see what else we have on here. Yeah. So what's going to be the outcome of this? It's like wondering, where he's going to go with this. Well, this has kind of brought him down a peg or two, so he's juggling this stuff. Right now, he's juggling, trying to figure out, I think his card of juggling is like trying to figure out what the heck his move is. And, this is this old thing's coming back to haunt him. And again, he's going to see what he can get away with. This is stuff he's carried with him for a long time. I would say it things that it's carried with him for a long time. Okay, so I got to figure out, because underneath of it we have a Queen of Wands and we have a King of Cups. So very strong internally and externally. Yeah, this is just, it's a very emotional, hitting him in the emotions. And above it, you know, we have the Empress, which is one that's always giving, And as far as this trouble, he's going to try to manipulate the situation, and let's see, manipulate it in what way? Oh, he's telling himself he's fabulous. I don't believe it. They're jealous, whatever. He just lives in a fantasy. Yeah, and he's going to try to blow it off, put an end to it. It's like, okay, let's see what's under here. Again, underneath here, the same card, the rest, giving it a rest. He just, yeah, and above it, giving, we've got Ace of Sword, and it's binding to him, yeah. Yeah, this truth is coming out, you know, people are standing up, the truth is coming out, and this is, you know, again, binding to him, binding to, or maybe that's, wait a minute, maybe that's, in his idea, justice rather than giving, like the Empress is like the U.S. giving, that he's going to take a hard stance and bind people in his self-satisfaction. So, you know, he's plotting some way to get back. In his evil little mind, plotting some way to get back. He's burning the night light. You know. And, you know, again, he's contemplating this situation, how it makes him look in the world. Okay? Again, he's not seeing the reality. He's not seeing reality. And he just wants, you know, that people are going to believe his nonsense and ferry him out. So he's going to look for some kind of an opportunity to rapidly come forward. Yeah, that he can deal with the world. Okay. Yeah. He's going to keep battling with people. Yeah, so he can prove how big he is. Okay. Yeah. Again, continuing to look at other countries, other lands. You know, trying to make this happy thing, but he's feeling beleaguered and beat on every front. There we have going forward, Chariot, moving forward, and he keeps looking for more opportunities to be, again, self-serving. Yeah, so again, he can show that he is this position of strength, power, that he can control whatever, but it's, you know, again, it doesn't work out. It doesn't matter how many times he wants to do tariffs, he wants to do this, and then say that the farmers are all, oh, they're getting rich, and the farmers, they're not. The farmers are really having a difficult time, you know. And what he's doing is causing a lot of problems, and then he's out there crowing the opposite, you know, and it's going to keep coming back to smack him upside the head. But again, he's in his own fantasy land and keeps telling himself this nonsense, and he keeps looking for a way to get even with these people. you know, withholding monies, withholding this, continuing to put tariffs to be more, you know, I'll show you how strong I am, you know. So, yeah, it's his usual drama. He tells himself they don't know what they're talking about. I'm the greatest thing ever. He keeps self-soothing himself with this drama. Looks for a way to get even. Okay? It's a typical Trump mentality. Spin, keeps telling him a false narrative, telling himself a false narrative, and all he has around him is sycophants that will keep, you know, giving him hot air. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But again, that was not. He's the bottom line is every night he's sitting there and this is going through his mind. It doesn't matter how many times he tries to self-talk. It's not real. It's not real. It's not real. It is real. They're not laughing with him. They are laughing at him because he's a fool. And nobody's being taken in by his nonsense, no matter how much drivel he wants to put out there. Okay, so we'll see what happens. Let's watch Trump's next meltdown that takes place.